Thank you. We were talking too much. Okay.
I
Hello,
mean, we
YouTube.
need to feed our fans, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Especially because
clearly you're
it's
not
turned
trying to
it's turned into like a
have us
trickle
quit our
lately
job.
with these crazy long books. Okay, we're rolling.
I still pretty much feel the exact same way I did in the first half. However, the second half was exponentially better for me. I thought it was just more interesting. It was like more entertaining. I still hated every minute of it, but I was like, my ears were more open and receiving of what I was listening to. And I was just like, oh, okay, like blah, blah, blah. And, but I still didn't like it. I didn't think it was worth it. I didn't think it was worth it at all. I still don't even know what happened. I had to fucking go find a Wikipedia article to just make sure I knew, like, I had all my ducks in a row about who the fuck the character was and like how they all
Interacted
like
with
came
each other and
together.
stuff. Yeah.
I was just like, wait, who's this? Who's that? Who the fuck? And at the end, it was just like, oh, okay. Like, none of it mattered. Literally none of it fucking mattered. Like, I did not give a shit about what happened at the end of the book. I did not give a shit about a single fucking character. And I still hated the fucking book. And I think a section in the book is like a perfect description of why I hated this book so much. And that was when that motherfucker was in jail. And we got about 5 minutes of him talking about a time in his life where he had his wisdom teeth, right? And they were causing pain. And we figured out he went to multiple dentists. We figured out how he lived with it. We figured out this. We figured out that. We knew that We knew that he went to he had to find some like random guy and how that random guy was like really expensive. We literally heard so much about that. And then all of it to say like, oh, you know, like I was so much relief when I got my wisdom teeth out. And then we got 2 minutes of him saying, and that's how I feel with Amy. Like the pressure is just relieved. And I was like, I had to learn all of that about this motherfucker for him to say, oh, this is how I feel about Amy? Absolutely not. And that's how I feel about the book. And that's why I fucking hated this book. Like, why did I need to know all of that for you to express how you felt about Amy? Like, please. Like, I hated it. I like really didn't like it. Like the whole like raid scene in the end and like the whole subchapter of like the dwarves like confused me and them like breaking down like I don't understand why they were raiding his fucking apartment for like a civil lawsuit between him and somebody else because I know they had a warrant, but like what the fuck? And then like Enoch Root, who was a ghost who was alive then and was alive now, who's supposed to die, but now he's a priest. I don't fucking know. And then I don't know if you guys realize, but Enoch and Juliet, we don't even know who the baby was, right? Because she slept with what's his face. She slept with like all of the men, right? Oh my god, oh, that's scary. So Enoch, right? So we didn't know who Juliet's baby was. We know whatever he had to go take. Okay, do you guys remember Charlotte or Charlene?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. She and Randy broke up, right? For her to go live with Juliet and Enoch Groot's son. Do you guys even realize that?
No, I didn't put that together, but I see what you're saying now. Crazy.
And I'm just like, no, like, I feel like I get it. Like, they wanted us to have, like, all of these, like, you know, and then it, like, converges, like, it diverges into one. And, like, all of a sudden you're like, oh, but I fucking hated every moment of it. I didn't care. I just didn't care. I just wanted to fucking know what was happening. And in the end, it wasn't even anything crazy. I was like, oh, maybe they're going to invent crypto. And it was, but it wasn't even interesting. Like, it wasn't even an interesting retelling of, like, what crypto came. The gold, the mines, the weird guy that ended up shooting Amy in the fucking thigh in the end. Randy like running to state, like all of it, I just hated every second of it. I was just like, great. Godo Dango in the end, magically being like some crazy fucking engineer and knowing the like the chips and the weird chips, and I was just too much. It was just too much for me, and I didn't like it. It was not. I was very much not worth reading 1,300 pages of it, and I hate you for this choice, Darren.
Fair enough.
And that's all. But the second half was better. I will say that.
Yeah, it was actually it was way more coherent. The first half felt way more incoherent because it was all building up to this more coherent half, which was still not that coherent, but it was at least there. Like it was more tangible. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to go or shall I go? When you
I'll go.
or okay.
Because I completely agree with Julia with everything she just said. I also feel the same way I felt with the first half. The second part was slightly better. I think it's because, like you said, it kind of already set the foundation of what was happening. And it took like half the book to do that. So when the second part rolled around, everything was already set in motion and we knew who the characters were. And it was a bit more exciting with the whole treasure hunt and them finding what they were supposed to do and everything. So yeah, okay. Second part was better, but you know how you like to say the juice was not worth the squeeze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
For
is
sure.
how I feel about the book. I feel like he did not need that many pages to basically come up with this story. Like, oh, we did this, boom, all of a sudden we have this now. You could have said that in like 300 to 400 pages and just completely omit 1,000 pages. Like, why do you
Yeah.
need so many words to tell us this story? Also, I kept thinking like who would enjoy this story? Like who would be like interested in this? Like people who maybe read 2 novels a year, like people like that. I mean, I know for sure my dad would like this, but I never got on board with the books he read because it's like too
But
boring for
like,
me.
but like at the same time, because I believe me, I've been thinking about this entire book. Like, who the hell is this audience?
Yeah,
But I thought about that guy, the guy that like would just slowly chip away at it. But like to me, if you tried to slowly chip away at this, it would be even worse in terms of comprehending it. Because if you took
yeah,
this and you broke it up over like 6 months, then you like really wouldn't remember these ties. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
or
yeah,
would it be better because since we were blowing through, like, I don't think so. I think that would be worse, and then it would just be like even more random. So, anyways, yeah, I thought of that too, but I don't know if it's for that guy either. I don't know who it's for.
yeah. I don't know. I want to go back and read some reviews to see what other people are saying, whether they love it or hate it, because I really want to understand the type of person he wrote this story for.
Yeah,
Or like
because
I
it's
think it was
very
Mm-hmm.
popular and very highly rated. So clearly, there's
yeah.
like a
Oh
lot of lovers of it,
no.
and it's not. This is not like a treasure we found. Like this is a super popular novel. I just don't
Huh.
understand. Yeah, it has. I think it has like 125,000 reviews, and then that other one that we were talking
Ew.
about reading, it has 250,000 reviews. I think
Okay. Okay. So
of
clearly,
this
like
guy.
this book has never been on my radar. Like I look at the most popular books all the time, like the BBC's top 100 books to read before you die and whatever. This book has never shown up on my list. So maybe like I'm not in that realm of where this book
Yeah.
is being recommended to. Maybe like my books are more pop culture, I guess. Over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about this. I'm tempted to give it 1 star, but I know it's not a bad book. Like to someone for whom this
Yeah.
is like totally interesting, I can see them giving it 5 stars. Like I can see someone spending so much time and being so entertained with like all these nuances and stuff. But for me, I'm like blank face the entire time. Like, okay, you do you.
sure.
On the other side of the spectrum, it also feels like someone who gives 5 stars to Onyx Storm, right? That book was trash, but there were people who enjoyed it. So this I
Right.
can see also how people would enjoy it and give it 5 stars.
But
But
it's
for me,
clearly
I'm like,
not. But to me, it's clearly not the Onyx Storm lovers.
no, no, no,
This
no.
is
That's
yet
not what I'm
right,
saying.
right, right. But I'm
Yeah,
just saying, like,
It's the
who the
same
hell is
genre
it?
of person.
Who are
yeah,
these people that actually would
exactly.
give this the 5 stars? Because I'm not sure if I know them, but there's a lot of them.
Same.
So it's there.
Yeah,
It's some weird niche. Like there's a lot of people that enjoy this. I just
Yeah.
like I don't know.
exactly. So I don't know where I would rate this book.
Oh,
So
geez.
I'm still debating. Oh no.
Yeah,
No, I'm fine. I'm just like fucking annoyed
angry.
of traffic.
Got it.
Um. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm done. You
There's
go.
like, hold on. I have more. There's like so many instances too of like that I can like very like specifically point out of like why I hated it. Why the fuck did we have all of those chapters of Goto Dango and the fucking jungle, like like the jungle, people's guts are falling out, him eating bugs, them raping everybody, just for Dango to be a fucking engineer. Like I literally didn't have to. It did not matter. It literally did not matter. When he was with his weird ass family and they were doing a little graph about blah 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 blah, he could have still conveyed that he had a weird ass fucking family without going so fucking in depth, and then end up getting the chest. Like it was just so much, and for what? I swear to God, he just wanted to have a high word count. I don't fucking know. Anyways, that's why I hated this book so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Too many fillers.
Like none of it even mattered. Like literally none of it mattered in the end.
Is it
Okay,
my
that's
turn?
it. Yes, you have a stick.
I mostly pretty much like agree about like the worth itness and did I actually like enjoy it. I disagree with what I agree more with what how Manel was talking. I kind of disagree with like Julia, because like I see the merit and I see the value. Like I like there's something to be said about like I think it's cool to like really understand Godo Dango and why he would betray his country, and that's why we went through him
Okay, that's
into
fair.
through the jungle. It's just, do I actually want to hear that story? Because like that like his story could have been like 400 pages, and I probably wouldn't have even read that book, but maybe someone would have, and maybe would have like made sense, and like they would have dug it. But like to me like I see these dots that got connected, and I think it's actually pretty impressive. I just
Mhm.
didn't enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Like I Goto Dango was one example. I thought there was many times where I'm like, what in the F is the point of this? And then like
Mhm.
by the end of it, it circled back and he connected a dot, and I was like, oh. And I guess kind of to your point, Julia, I think there's a whole bunch of other dots that I didn't even get and didn't even connect because I was just so brain blown by like all the over information where like I didn't even
Yeah,
understand that what's his name's chick got married. You know what I mean? Like I
in front of me.
like so something maybe I thought of is like, it's almost like this book would be good to turn into one of those like long series, like a TV show,
Mhm.
like Lost, because there's just so much. It could be one of those ones where like where we go into that one chapter where it's like Godo Dango and we're with him for like an hour. That could have been like a whole episode, and then the next episode it goes to the other guy, kind of like on Lost. It would be like a Sawyer's head or his background and blah 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 blah. Like it's just, I probably wouldn't watch the show because I don't really dig it, but a lot of people do, at least. Because yeah, to me like it still feels wrong to call all that extra stuff filler or fluff, because I know what that sounds like. It's I don't know, like like I think all of this was in fact intentional. I just didn't appreciate it. I'm not the right person to appreciate it, but it felt a lot more intentional than just filler or fluff. It felt extremely highly well researched and organized and outlined, and I'm sure this guy spent like a ton of time putting this
Mhm.
together. I am just not an enjoyer of it, but I at least like appreciate that it was like
Okay,
difficult, because I don't
so
know,
you fucking suck.
for yeah, for me like when I think of filler, it's that thing where like you can just I get that lack of immersion sense where I think like, oh, so you turned in like a 150-page manuscript to your publisher and they told you to make it 350, and you could just feel that it's like taffy being like pulled too thin. That's not what this felt like. It just this felt like just heavy, meaty meat and sauce and gravy. Like there was no. It was the most dense
And
thing
that's the
I've
thing. Like
ever.
I wouldn't consider it fluff either, and I wouldn't
Yeah,
consider it filler. It's
but it
just
still
too
wasn't
much.
good. Yeah, or
Yeah,
yeah, it's
like
just too
and you're
much.
right.
It's
Like
just too
fluff is
much.
like whatever. Like it all made sense, and I understood like why it was there. It was just too much, and
Way
that's
too
why I hated
much.
it. I don't feel like
Yeah,
we needed all of that.
yeah, and it's definitely like because I am an enjoyer. I think all three of us are enjoyers of context and character development and all of those things. I now realize that I am an enjoyer of a medium amount of context and character development and stuff. because I didn't even know that you could go so far deep into that end where it's bad. But that to me,
Mm.
that's what this did. He dove so deep into the background, so deep into the characters, so deep into the research and the philosophy and the tech and the just everything is just it was like it was too much and not actually enjoyable. I'm pretty sure that the other book of his we probably also wouldn't like, but there's still something in me where I want to try it one day. But I'm almost positive that it would be a mistake because I think that this is. I'm pretty sure this is just like an author that we probably don't dig. I can't imagine
Yeah.
another book of his being just like vastly different, and it doesn't. It's not like this. This kind of seems like this is this guy's jam. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
ultra deep diving and going off on tangents and rants and talking about a dentist for 5 minutes so that he can make an analogy to his girlfriend or whatever. You know, it's just I think that's just what this
It was
dude
just like
does.
way too much. It was
Way
just
too
like,
much.
okay,
Way too
like I
much.
get it. Like I guess I get it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like I fucking don't. Like I just don't get the point of all of it. I was just like, this is hold on guys, I need to concentrate. I'm gonna cut into somebody.
You're
Ooh, I don't
okay.
even know where the fuck I wanna cut.
Jeez.
I'm gonna cut right here actually. Sorry.
Oh, another one that I thought of too that I wrote down was like remember how in the beginning we were like what the heck was up with that like gay mathematician and what was the point of that? That
Mhm.
even came full circle. Like he ended up being a big character in the story, and you had to like know he was gay to understand why he would betray Germany. There's all these like things,
You're
and I appreciate it ish, but it's just like super not my cup of tea. Slash, I don't know what it is. I'm still just very curious. I'd like to meet and talk to someone that like absolutely loves this book. Like this is with that many high positive reviews. This is probably a good amount of people's like favorite novel of all time. I would love to talk. I would love to have coffee with that person for a little
I'm
while.
telling you, I like I read a Reddit thread where people were talking about this book and they were like, yeah, like I loved it and this is like my favorite of his book and blah 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 blah. And I was just like, I don't fucking
Hmm.
get it. Like I'm not. Oh, so you want to honk at me, motherfucker? But you'll let that truck in, you stupid piece of shit. Sorry.
It's cool. It's cool.
That pissed me the fuck off. Like, why are you gonna honk at me and then you're gonna let somebody in? So you weren't gonna let me in, fucker? Anyways, yeah, like I said, I feel like there's a very specific like audience for this book, and it's not me.
Yeah.
Is it like tech pros who would enjoy it because like they already know enough of the subject material to understand it better?
So
Neck
I
beards? I don't know.
maybe, but like the thing is I know a good amount of tech bros, and like those guys don't read.
Mm.
That's probably like
Yeah,
the
they don't.
most the
Yeah.
weirdest part of this Venn diagram is like I can imagine a mostly guy. I can't imagine that many women that would like this, but I can imagine mostly guys that would that would read this. They're not readers, and so
Mhm.
like I don't know. Or if they are readers, they read like self-help books or non-fic, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they're not like so I don't know. Um I what one thing that I thought of while I was reading this, and this is probably like a dangerous thought and I'm probably going to get us into more trouble. So, you know, maybe watch out for that. But it made me think of like certain like really like manly movies from like the night like from like 1985 to like 1995. The like the Hunt for Red Octobers or the I don't the Patriot games or like I wonder if those kind of because I'm not really a fan of those books of those movies either. I wonder if any of them came from books and if we read them they'd kind of like give us the same vibe of like okay there's something going on here but it's just not for me. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Um, and I think there is a book based off of Hunt for Red October, and that kept plucking in my somewhere deep in my brain, and I'm probably gonna pick it soon, and we're probably gonna hate it, but we're gonna give it a shot. Yeah,
Interesting.
but then again, at the same time, political intrigue, like we're not above not liking that. The thing. But like the thing is that the subject matter of this book, I think, was fine. It was his execution that sucked, right?
Mhm.
Like if this book was cleaned up and it was 300 or 400 pages, I could see all of us giving it like a 4-star.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
there's a lot of cool stuff happening, intrigue and espionage and hacking and wars, and you know what I mean. This could have been cool. It's just, man, talk about getting lost in the sauce. Just crazy overdone.
Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
overdone. And to your point, Manel, I don't know where I want to rate this either. I don't know if I hated it as much as a
I'm giving
one
it 2
star because I'm
stars.
thinking other I want to give it 2-star, but I think I
Yeah.
kind of want to like notch it up because I respect it,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I
Oh.
actually want to do that or not.
No.
So
I'm giving
I'm
it
kind
2
of
stars because I respect it.
Yeah,
because
I think
otherwise
I'll land on
you just
2.
do a 1. Yeah, I might do a 2
Yeah.
or a 3.
But like
I'm
I
gonna do
said,
one of those
it's
with like
one
a
of those
write in
books where
2.5.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's just not my book, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is going
agree.
on?
Yeah. And whose book is it? I
Anyways,
don't know.
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I really don't know.
Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, yet another like weird. Okay, so you know how throughout all the book we'd have these like mini chapters where it was, I don't know, actually don't know if it was a mini chapter or it was happening within a chapter because I was listening, but where he'd go through his sometimes short but sometimes incredibly massive emails to his friends, and it was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is the point of this? I mean, like there'd be like a little bit of context, but like mostly it was like it's just him like ranting. Even that kind of had a
Yeah.
point because those were the emails that he was trying to delete from the NSA or the FBI or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it had,
Yeah.
there was a plot device attached to
Mhm.
it. It didn't not
Yeah.
matter. It's just I like
Yeah.
like I don't know. There's so I kept seeing stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, oh, but it's not like I was
Yeah.
happy as I was realizing these things. It was just more of a
Mhm.
I see you, bro. I see you, Neal.
Yeah. Also, apparently, Enoch Root is a character in all of his books, or most of his books. It's just like this.
Okay,
What do you call it when somebody doesn't
And
die? Immortal
interesting.
character who is like this and that, and shows up here and shows up there. So like that's a whole thing too.
weird. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because Enoch Root died, mind you, and then Enoch Root
So he
appeared
did. I wasn't sure if I
magically.
was crazy because he did definitely die.
No, Enoch
Yeah.
Root
Okay.
died. They went and they got a Gar box that magically gave him something to help him. That was the last we heard of Enoch Root, and then all of a sudden this
Yeah,
man's alive and healthy. So
and in
yeah,
the future and doing all of these things.
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. All right, moving on. Stop on YouTube. We love you
Moving on.
guys, our fans.
Bye, YouTube.